Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am Muhammad Firdaus Saputra from University Bina Sarana Informatika, Prodi Sistem Informasi semester 1. Saya akan membagikan proyek saya untuk proyek UAS.
How are you, bro?
I'm fine. How about you?
I'm good too. I'd like to ask you to teach me something. Is that okay?
Of course, that's fine. What do you want me to teach you?
I help you now. I think also about motorcycle modification. I want to ask for your help to modify my motorcycle.
Oh yeah, I do know a little about motorcycle modification. How do you want me to be modified?
I want motorcycle to have smoother acceleration. Do you think you can help with that?
Sure, I can. You can modify the CVT of your motorcycle. CVT is meant for continuously variable transmission. It plays a significant role in affecting your motorcycle acceleration.
Wow, that's good. A mouthful. But are you sure it can really improve my motorcycle acceleration?
Yes, it absolutely can by simply reducing the weight of the rollers in the CVT. You can change acceleration for a factory standard motorcycle. It's better to reduce the weight by about 3 grams from the original roller's weight. This will definitely make your motorcycle feel much better.
That sounds great, bro. Can I ask for your help to modify my motorcycle?
Sure, I'm free right now. Anyway, hahaha. Just need to buy the rollers first. Let me know when you got them, and I start the modification for you.
By the way, can I make a request? I want to sound to be like the ones see on TikTok.
What kind of sound is that? Oh, I see. Yeah, I can do that. You need to buy a CVT spring and centrifugal spring with around 1,500 RPM. Also avoid to buying cheap parts because they make to be not good for your motorcycle and could damage your motorcycle.
Oh, okay. In your opinion, what's a good brand to buy?
There are many like Daytona, MGRT, and others. With those modifications, your motorcycle will rev higher before it moves at around 1,500 RPM. The sound will also improve if you're using a racing exhaust.
Oh, so my motorcycle won't respond immediately if the RPM is below 2,500?
Exactly.
Oh, that sounds good. Alright, I will all the parts you mentioned in 2 days, but I'll need your help to install them on my motorcycle.
Sure, just let me know when you're ready for the modification.
Okay, thanks you all, bro.
You're welcome, bro. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today I will explain about adverbial clauses of time, their definition, types, usage, and importance in writing. Now in slide 2, what are adverbial clauses? Adverbial clauses are depend clauses. They provide additional information about the main clause, usually modifying verbs. For example, they answer the question when, where, how, or why an action occurred. Jadi pada slide kedua ini menjelaskan tentang apa itu klausa keterangan. Klausa keterangan adalah klausa dependent. Klausa ini memberikan informasi tambahan tentang klausa utama. Biasanya untuk memodifikasi kata kerja. Contohnya klausa ini menjawab pertanyaan kapan, di mana, bagaimana, atau mengapa suatu tindakan terjadi. Kemudian di slide ketiga, types of adverbial clauses of time. 1. Before describes an action that happened before another. Example, I finished my homework before I watch TV. 2. After indicates an action happening after another. Example, she went home after the meeting ended. 3. While explains simultaneous action. Example, the children played while their parents talked. Jadi di slide ketiga ini menjelaskan tentang jenis-jenis klausa keterangan waktu. Yang pertama ada before, menggambarkan tindakan yang terjadi sebelum tindakan lainnya. Contohnya tadi itu ada saya mengerjakan PR sebelum menonton TV. Kemudian ada yang kedua after, menunjukkan tindakan yang terjadi setelah tindakan lainnya. Contoh, dia pulang setelah rapat selesai. Yang ketiga ada while tadi, menjelaskan tindakan yang terjadi secara bersamaan. Contohnya, anak-anak bermain sementara orang tua mereka berbicara. Keempat ada as soon as, menunjukkan tindakan yang terjadi setelah tindakan lainnya. Contohnya, hubungi saya segera setelah Anda tiba. Now in slide 4 we have placement of adverbial clauses of time. At the beginning of the sentence to emphasize the time. Example, before the rain starts, we reached the house. In the middle, after the main verb. Example, she went home after the meeting ended. At the end of the sentence for a natural flow. Example, he called me when he got home. Jadi di slide keempat ini menjelaskan tentang penempatan klausa keterangan waktu di awal kalimat untuk menekankan waktu. Contohnya tadi itu ada sebelum hujan mulai kami sudah sampai di rumah. Di tengah setelah kata kerja utama, contohnya tadi ada dia pulang setelah rapat selesai. Kemudian di akhir kalimat untuk alur yang alami. Contohnya, dia menelpon saya ketika sampai di rumah. Terus di slide kelima, we have common mistake to avoid. First, missing commas when the adverbial clause is at the beginning. Separate it with a comma. Example, before we left, it started to rain. 2. Incorrect conjunction. Use the correct subordinating conjunction. Example, he stayed until the rain stopped. Last, subject-verb agreement. Ensure subject and verbs agree. Example, the boys were playing while their parents were talking. Jadi di slide kelima ini kita menjelaskan tentang kesalahan umum yang harus dihindari. Itu yang pertama ada koma yang hilang. Saat klausa keterangan di awal dipisahkan dengan koma, contoh sebelum kami pergi, koma, hujan mulai turun. Kemudian yang kedua, konjungsi yang salah. Gunakan konjungsi subordinatif yang tepat. Contoh, dia tinggal sampai hujan berhenti. Yang ketiga ada kesesuaian subjek atau kata kerja. Pastikan subjek dan kata kerja sesuai. Contoh, anak-anak bermain sementara orang tua mereka berbicara. Now in slide 6 we have why use adverbial clauses of time. Mengapa kita harus menggunakan adverbial clauses of time? First, clarity makes sentence more precise and easier to understand. 2. Interest adds variety to writing. 3. Nuance express subtle relationship between events. Jadi di slide terakhir ini kita ada menjelaskan tentang kenapa sih menggunakan klausa keterangan waktu. Yang pertama itu untuk kejelasan, membuat kalimat lebih tepat dan mudah dipahami. 3. Menarik kalau kita menambahkan variasi pada tulisan. Yang ketiga, nuansa, kita mengungkapkan hubungan yang halus antara peristiwa. I think is over and thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.